From Denver 7, this is 7 News.
It's supposed to be one of the happiest days of your life, your wedding day. But let's face it, these are not cheap.
Not cheap. And we both have daughters. We're going to find out. Not soon, I'm hoping. Anyway, it is a tough situation when you're trying to plan a wedding in this kind of economy. And joining us now with some money-saving tips is Robert DiTacchio, who is the creative director at John Rick International Salon and Day Spas. Welcome, Robert. It's nice to have you with us.
Thank you very much for having me. Good morning.
And before we dive into all this information that you've brought us today, tell us why a hairstylist knows so much about weddings.
We're just involved when it comes to fashion and the newest trends in Colorado brides. So dealing with so many wedding parties, you sort of have to keep on top of where to get the dresses and where to get the bright makeup and the hair ornamentation. So keeping in tune with what's going on in the fashion world.
And how can you get the most for your money, since budgets are kind of tight these days?
There's many techniques which we're going to go through in the interview, from hair to cakes to coordination. There's definitely ways to put some pennies back in your pocket.
Because we've even heard that some people are turning bridesmaid dresses into wedding dresses?
Definitely.
Is that right?
It's a big thing with the dresses right now. People taking a simple dress, but at the same time accessorizing with a veil or a shawl or hair ornamentation and shoes and converting into bridal wear.
Wow. That sounds like a great way to, recycle, get another use out of a dress that you've loved.
Oh, definitely, definitely. Also, people that have purchased, say, a designer dress, they'll go in and resell it after and put some money back in their pocket.
And of course, for the ladies, getting their hair done that day, that's a big deal. How can you save money there?
Being the director at John Rick International, it's hair, makeup, and skin, and nails is a very important thing. But there are techniques that we do with hair, for instance. People coming in with their hair pre-washed and dried, so all we have to do is pretty much set it, put our lotions in, put the hair up, add ornamentation. It saves them time and money, and it's a great technique.
I thought the salons would be annoyed by that.
No, it's all about timing. Time is money for a salon and for a bride as well. So making it convenient for them, also for the staff as well, because the salon definitely dictates how the day is going to run. So if everything's smooth and everyone looks beautiful, the date ends up turning beautiful. So
you can also be a little creative on the date you select for your wedding, true?
Yes. Traditionally Fridays and Saturdays were the most popular day, but also the most expensive day because of demand. So what we're seeing is a trend of Sunday through Thursday, during the week, and people just doing on location, and that's definitely cutting down the costs.
Yeah, and more places would be available, too.
Correct. That's correct.
They wouldn't have been booked as far in advance. I think we said earlier that you were going to give us tips on how to get wedding dresses at like 50% off?
Exactly. By purchasing directly off the rack in comparison to a custom designer dress, you're saving upwards close to 60% on a dress that way.
Wow.
So that's a big thing.
Sure.
In compared to having something custom altered to your body.
If I could follow up, what are you seeing when brides come to you? I'm sure they tell you everything. People divulge everything to the hairstylist, right?
Right.
What are they spending on wedding dresses these days in this economy?
Oh, it really depends. It can go anywhere from $600 to $1,000. But like we just said, the techniques that we're doing. If you do the bridesmaids dresses, you can spend anywhere from $150 to $200 on a dress, and then just accessorize on top of that.
Great savings.
Yeah.
Of course, the cake can be pricey, but it doesn't have to be, does it? We've got some examples here from Kelly Cakes, right?
Yes, it's a really cool thing. This cake that we're seeing right now is fake. What we're doing is they're creating out of cardboard, and the fact is they're making cupcakes, which the actual serving of the cake itself.
You mean a bride would have an artificial cake at the wedding?
Yes.
And then serve cupcakes?
Yeah, and what they'll do is actually the top tier will be real, so for the cutting of the cake and the traditional feeding of the cake, they'll keep the top tier real, but for the guests, they're actually having sheet cakes and cupcakes, sort of a portion size, which, saves you, that's about $150 in comparison to a traditional wedding cake, which is $600 plus.
And it looks great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And it can be reused, I assume?
That's it. It's reusable, yeah.
Wow, this is eye-opening. Robert, thank you. Interesting information.
Thank you, Robert.
No problem, thank you.
For more information, go to our website, thedenverchannel.com. Just click on our morning show icon. It's kind of on the right side, near the bottom, right on our front page. They're also there. We'll have links to all the companies we mentioned today, like Kelly Cakes, and you can get some more tips on saving money. Robert, we thank you for coming in today.
Thank you very much.